You are listening to the Nevada Talk Network. Our conversation resumes after a power outage with Ely Mayor Nathan Robertson. Yesterday wasn't pretty for me.
I can imagine.
Yeah, we had to do lots of tap dancing yesterday. I know a lot of things are going on. What did you make of what the governor said last night?
It wasn't totally unexpected, like we've been talking. It's hard to plan out more than a week or two on this situation just because things change so frequently and so rapidly. So that he said he'd be looking to have more information to us about soft openings or what his plan for May was next week, I think was in line with what we were all expecting.
Have you been contacted by Senator Gokachia?
I have not.
You have not. No. He has been talking with a number of people, at least according to the mayor of Elko, toward trying to see if they can come up with a plan on our own for reopening.
Well, and that's coming up with a plan is great, and you know we should all be. I was a little shocked to hear earlier that I didn't know that most of the county commissioners were not already in contact with state officials, but we should be in contact with our state officials, letting them know what our concerns out here are and what problems we're facing and solutions we've come up with, and trying to keep them in the loop.
Hey, can I tell you that doesn't surprise me? I mean, you know, over the years, a number of the members of the county commission and I have been at odds, but that's beside the point.
Well, and for whatever reason, I know the county government works a little bit different. They don't have an executive per se, and all the different departments are elected separately, so they answer to the voters and not necessarily to the commission. So it's a bit of a horse of another color, and I've been very appreciative of our congressional delegation and our senators and the lieutenant governor and others reaching out to me at the city to keep tabs. I think that's been good and laudable for them to do. I know they've been calling a lot of communities around the state to keep tabs on what's going on.
Anything that's on the top of your agenda today?
As far as my agenda, I just wanted to remind people to get out and support your local businesses where you can. I know a lot of our food trucks are opening back up with the warmer weather, and if you've had a hankering for Junior's tacos or Shorty's sandwiches or any of that, I noticed they were up and running, and you know, we have seen it come during this last week. I believe Denny's decided they'd just close until they were allowed to open up again, not doing any sort of service, and I think Mr. G's and a few others did, and we just have to make sure we're out there supporting who we can.
Well, I will tell you that I am still full, because yesterday while our power was off, I called the folks over at Nardi's.
There you go.
And oh my gosh, I
had to do something while the power was off. Might as well eat.
Well, you know, I went to the house and worked from the house for a while and got a lot of those things done, but I have to tell you, our people are still out there, and they're trying hard, and they're working well, and I hope you'll get out there and support these people.
Absolutely.
Because that's what we need to do. It is a difficult and trying time for, I think, everybody right now, not just people who are without work, but you know, you have all of your people who are still at work, still taking care of roads, still taking care of.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of essential workers out there who don't have the luxury of being able to just being able to go home or quarantine.
Although your facilities out here on the ranch were also out of power yesterday.
Yes, they were.
But were they expected to be out of power?
You know, I'm not sure. I saw the announcement from Mount Wheeler Power go out a few days ago, and it sounded like it was mostly going to be on the McGill Highway, but.
Well, that's what they thought.
With systems as old as the system is, you always get a few surprises.
And some of them not well documented. And it was an interesting conversation I had yesterday. Well, you're not supposed to be without power. Well, I am.
Regardless, I seem to be.
That was the big issue yesterday. Is they are finding that there are branches that they didn't know that they went there, and they thought they went here. And
well, I expected to be out of power at my office out of the McGill Highway there at the industrial park, but we weren't, and so I don't know.
Well, hopefully,
live and learn.
I guess the good part about this idiot who decided to shoot up the substation is, idiots plural, I think it is, but we'll leave that alone. That Mount Wheeler found where a couple of their lines went that they didn't know.
Yeah, there's always positives.
There are positives. We want to remind people that they're not open today, are they? They're not open up to the Aquatic Center today.
No, it's a Monday through Thursday up there. But
Monday through Thursday thing, but they will be available for you on Monday. Have you heard supplies there?
As far as I'm aware, they are still distributing masks. They have they have paper products, and they've got some food items there too.
Larry Dunton was in from the Ministerial Association today talking with us, and he told us about an unexpected bonanza where somebody was driving through the area, and a husband and wife from Utah, and they drove through, and she didn't have her headphones. She was getting sick of her husband's music, is what the story we were told. So
as is known to happen.
They stopped at Ridley's to get her some headphones, and she saw the display for the Ministerial Association.
Oh, for the sharing is caring
yes.
bags, huh?
And she bought, I think he said the number was 70 of the $5 bags.
Well, that's great.
That's somebody not even in town.
Yeah.
And said, well, this is good. We'll help these people.
Yeah, I know they've been getting quite a few donations through that. And I think that's great.
I mean, this is good news that that people who are not even here, not even living here, are doing their part to help the people who are less fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And as we have said, despite whatever you are hearing, the Ministerial Association Food Bank is open.
They are.
And that is, they are open. They'll be open Monday from 1 to 2. I'm working up off memory here.
I think that sounds right.
371 Clark Street, right behind the Garnet Mercantile. If you can help, go pick up some canned goods and drop them off. And
or buy one of those bags at the grocery store. I think that's a great way to do that, too.
You can do that, too.
Mm-hmm.
You can do that, too. So that's where we stand today. Everything status quo. Nothing big. No big revelations today. We're just hoping to see something happen, and hopefully Senator Gokachia will get in touch with you.
Well, and whether he does or not, I mean, we're happy to proffer our ideas. I know we've got some groups in the city working on, proposals to make and ways to kind of help our economy get back on its feet. But in the meantime, we will be going along with the governor and the state and our federal government and doing what we can to balance our financial needs with our health and safety, and listening to those professionals we have out there and doing what we can.
All righty. Short week for you. You go in tomorrow morning to Ridley's to help in the senior hour.
I do. I'll be there tomorrow, 6 a.m.
I always tease him about this, but then he had his picture show up in the LA Times, so now he's a celebrity.
It's documented.
He are a celebrity now.
There's a lot of people with pictures in the LA Times that you probably don't. Celebrities, but there we are.
But it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing, and we are here every day. If we will go to the president about 2:30, 2:45 again today. We would have yesterday had things behaved themselves, but they didn't, and we will do with you then. Ely Mayor Nathan Robertson. We will talk with you on Monday.
I'll be here.
You'll be at 12:30ish right here where Nevada comes to talk. Let's bring you up to date with the news that I didn't get to because I was running behind too.